Leverage Trading Group. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going on 10 a.m. this morning. We're talking altcoins this morning. Obviously, going into the weekend, talking about some correlated altcoins that are kind of trailing a little bit here. You got other altcoins that are right there with Bitcoin and Ethereum that are moving higher again this morning. Obviously, October 1st. We got through September. Pretty fine. I mean, no big deal. I mean, obviously, we had some sell downs, obviously, but we still held support. We held our supply and demand barriers, and now we're into a new month, and now we're probably going to catapult higher. That's just the way it is. It's rinse and repeat, mates. It's a continuation pattern or a consolidation pattern, but the bull cycle is still underway, okay? And so now you've got to look at these altcoins, and obviously we've been trading a lot on Femex and on Bex Plus and on Bityard. Obviously, we're on Femex now. And you want to take a look at, obviously, these plays of what's happening here. We've covered Chainlink this morning, Solana this morning. We've covered the correlation going on between the forks for Bitcoin. I highly recommend you check those videos out on YouTube. Give the channel a subscribe and hit the notification thing so you kind of can figure out. Not all these videos hit the platform timely because they go into our group and get sent out there on our other platforms first. But that being said, we're going to look at Cardano here. Obviously, we were coming out of the Cardano summit. A lot of that has been digested. A lot of that has been absorbed. Didn't really get the move. We got, in terms of we didn't set a new high or any of that coming out of that, which was surprising to me, to be honest. But a lot of that was market-driven, what was happening with the China FUD. So now we may get it. So let's take a look at Cardano right now this morning. It is moving higher along with everything else. It is not, unlike a lot of the others, has not really broken through some parts of its cloud, obviously, but it's still on its 4 hour. You're still got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 28 hours now. So you get a full day of green here with Cardano, which is bullish. Now you've got an overhead top here at 240 short term. And then obviously we know we've got what's happening back above that. Going back 3 to 4 weeks, okay? RSI's not too, it's not like the others. It's not at 70 yet. It's still got about a 10 point move before it can get, on the RSI anyway, before it gets to 70. So, it's still all right. It's still not, I'm not really concerned until we get, like I said, we get to that 70 level, okay? So we could see here a burst to 220, I want to say 225, 227. And then that puts us really in contention, okay? But it has to hold that, all right? It needs to hold that on another 4 hour stick coming up here, and then a 12-hour stick. And again, today, if it was to close today, well above striking distance of that zone going into the weekend, that would be bullish to me, but we'd have to also look at that RSI level, okay? You've got to understand that is going to determine when these profit takers come in. It always does. When it gets to between 70 and 80, you start to see people level off, okay? And so you want to keep an eye on that. Obviously, you've got some history here at 66, and then it sold down, and you don't have anything here back, okay, for the last 2-3 weeks at this level, okay? So that, is some concern that it's gotten a little bit overheated on the RSI. So you want to keep an eye on that. But all intents and purposes, Cardano looks good. It's still got its support level here down at $2. It held that throughout a lot of what we saw in the last few weeks. And so that's a good indication. Whenever you can hold those barriers, supply and demand barriers, that's bullish. Okay, it may not happen immediately, but you start to see that, okay, over the course of 5 to 10 days, okay, and that's really what we're looking at. Bitcoin needs to hold here above 47,000 for the overall market to really have confidence again in the move, okay? We've been here 3-4 times, right, where it hasn't held 47, 48 for more than a half a day before falling back down to 44. So the critical point now for going into the weekend is, one, volume is lower on the weekends. So will that volume be buying, retail, or will that be selling and profit taking? Remember, a lot of people got back in at 42 to 43,000 Bitcoin. Okay, so a lot of that's going to depend on what we see with that.